Welcome to the Fan1060.com. Rich Gray, joined by Bob Kemp, live from ASU Media Day. This season gets underway here in under a month. It's almost already here. Coach Graham and his players met with the media today, and the culture change is 180% different.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, just the way the players talk when you interview them, and they're quoting the coaching staff, and the attention to detail thing that I've pointed out of lack thereof for the last 5 years is something that I asked some players about, and they specifically mentioned it's a whole lot different than it was, and everything's timely, organized. Even this was highly organized.
Yeah, it was definitely much, even for me. I was here last year, and it's much more organized than it was last year, and that's just media day. Now, the big focus, obviously, is that this team doesn't have a starting quarterback, at least announced yet. You got a three-player battle between Mike Bercovici, Michael Eubanks, and Tyler Kelly. It appears it's going to be Eubank or Bercovici, and they're going to make that announcement in Camp T. We got a chance to talk to both of them. What did you take away?
Well, I think Bercovici certainly understands, I think the whole complexity of everything, and he even mentioned that he went through this last year. Because remember, last year there were still some split reps early in camp last year between Bercovici and mainly Brock and a little bit of Kelly. But so he's been through some of it. But we'll play this on Monday's Sports Zone. My interview with Bercovici, he talked about how it's a little tough to get your rhythm sometimes, and you know that if you're on the side and you hear a play called and you know it's going to be a big play, you're wishing you were the guy out there who's going to throw that pass on that big play. And so there's a lot more dynamic in a quarterback battle than you would think. And I think we both got some pretty good insight from both those guys about it.
Yeah, I talked to Eubank, and you'll hear that on Monday's Sports Zone as well. And one of the things that he kind of thinks that favors him is the speed of this offense. A lot of players still haven't adjusted to it yet, but he's kind of built for this type of a system.
That's true. And Graham mentioned today that they want to be fast, but you can't be too fast, or that's going to certainly negate what they want to try to accomplish. So I think we learned quite a bit today. In a 2-hour media session, which is rare.
I think the biggest strength of this ASU team, though, not being a little obvious here, is the running backs.
It would seem to be.
They got a ton of running backs, and the head honcho, the leader of that pack, Cameron Marshall, and he mentioned to you apparently that he thought about leaving.
Well, I asked him.
Okay.
I mean, I asked him what was the process. Did you think about leaving here at the end of last year? And we'll tease that. We'll play that later in the week in the Sports Zone.
Now, and there's a lot of other guys. I talked to DJ Foster. He thinks
my neighbor.
That's right.
Yes.
He kind of wavered and thought about last year not coming to ASU, but he ended up saying that he's obviously here now, and he thinks that the running backs are going to be a big part. And Coach Graham even said that he expects Cameron Marshall to get the ball 30 times a game. The speed of the offense, Coach Graham expects about 82 plays a game, and about 30 of them will be going to Cameron Marshall.
That would mean they're ahead in a lot of games.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, that would be true. So
that sometimes the score dictates the carries for running back.
That is very true. That is very true. So again, optimism high, which it is every year at ASU Media Day. We'll continue with another video blog as we'll be up at Camp T, Camp Arizona, for the scrimmage 2 weeks from now in Payson, Arizona. For Bob Kemp, I'm Rich Gray. This is the Fan1060.com.